you? What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
Nimog, I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? Takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliation's not my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
So that's what the chip does. The second you do something they don't like, they murder you and sell all your insights.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
It's all gone so fast, how could we miss it? Hold on a minute, give me a moment. My time to shine, I gotta own it. Never home, my phone always roaming. I'm building empires.
We've just been waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly. Tasteless theme park. We can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day.
Auto drive now
Who are
disabled.
they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What do you have, Buckley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Looks like I have some options there.
I've marked both on your optic. There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
I'm here.
Good. The stolen organs should be in an ambulance on site. That's the vehicle you're looking for there.
Me have the vehicle. Now what?
You should take them to a hospital, obviously. Unless, of course, you want to become very good friends with a hungry dog. Track them down.
Auto drive now enabled.
Welcome to London. You get caught by the feds, you'll get thrown in the Queen's dungeon. Must be wondering where's our something. I'm a real top boy, mumsy, I run things. I'm a top boy like Shane and Sully. Granddad's from Kingston, St. Scully. Block St. Sully. In London, all everybody cares about is just money. New gem with my underdogs, I'm rolling with my stray house. Run the streets, don't come round here. The block is still my playground. Keep it square with all them face, you know they never stay around.
Auto drive now disabled.
Yeah, that stays loud. Society giving me a chance. No. Listen if they said I can't. Nah. They listen if I told them through rhythm that I got.
Auto drive now enabled.
Put in prison on that live as a villain, killing you up before you charge. Don't judge my bad decisions, man. Baby, I'm a sinner, man.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
See all my people screaming, yet they turn my music down. Who they talk about? Do they money down? I will praise my sin, but there ain't no church in town. Read my prophecy. Oh, Socrates, yeah. See my block in flames.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile. Suspect is through the...
You're being followed. You'll have to do something about that before you can deliver the vehicle.
Target breached the checkpoint.
That's another song gone missing. Ain't no love in Britain. Went to Charlie and Dottie. Cause every day it's love they're living. Don't wanna catch man slipping. Don't wanna fuck with the villain.
Suspect cleared the checkpoint.
Baby, I'm a cinnamon. Take you right now.
Good, you lost them.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Control, we are still on the suspect. Over. Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Oh, you think you bad now? Why you trying to be the man that I want? Take two of these and who lost you forever?
It's recipes I learn at home. Recipes I cook at home. Recipes that make Salt Cray a home to everyone. Salt Cray, Caribbean food, the Caribbean way. Cryptocurrency accept.
Increase the volume thing. Yo. Big shot.
Congratulations on your great victory. I'll let the hospital staff know about this special delivery while you call our hacker friend.
It's done.
Good. There'll be no more rich fuckers buying their way to the front of the queue now. They get to wait their turn like the rest of us.
Want to put your skills to good use? DedSec is always up for new blood.
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Cause you know I'm fly boy. They pull me, let's turn you an eye to we. She said, boy, silly, dead. For her boss quickly. I didn't chase it. I just jumped in the whip and I paced it. She started laughing.
London, this is 404, the first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. All are welcome. If you want to make a difference, join us. We're taking down the elite, one contract at a time.
Found that on the dark web. Looks like all the cool kids are forming hacker groups these days. But this 404 might actually come in handy in our fight. If all are welcome, that means we are too. I say we infiltrate 404, we get their connections, we get their assets.
If you play nice, they might even help you take out Zero Day. For that matter, maybe they are Zero Day. Only one way to find out. I found Street View images of a CTOS hub that's been covered in 404 graffiti. They're marking their territory like an overexcited chihuahua. Dropping the location of the hub on your map.
I'm actually a wine. But you she started laughing, and ahhing. I said, man, this girl is starting. I said, babes, I'm a big man, I got big plans. I make the thing go quack from way back. And I made man's not hot, you know you like that. Wanted to vibe, man don't dance. Timber eyes, man don't dance. 1, 2 step, man don't dance. Flex on your ex, man don't dance. Step to my friends, man don't dance. Touch my chest, man don't dance. 1, 2 step, man don't dance. Man don't dance, man don't dance. Man don't dance. You wanna rise, take your chance. She looked at me and me stance. I feel like MC Quakes with my life. She said, surely you got some moves. Babes, I do. Show me what you can do. Boom, I'ma take you through. So I just 1, 2 step, then I slide. Man, I just 1, 2 step, then I slide. So I just 1, 2 step, then I slide. Man, I just 1, 2 step, then I slide. So said she wants to try, I'm no instructor, so bye, man, don't dance, bye, don't ask me why, wanted to vibe, man, don't dance, look in my eyes, man, don't dance, 1, 2 step, man, don't dance, flex on your ex, man, don't dance, step to my, man, don't dance, touch my chest, man, don't dance.
Located the CTOS hub.
If you were listening to this, it means you want to learn more about 404. Know what we know. Do what we do. Make your way to the Walkie Talkie Club. It's no big secret that the club is a front for Clan Kelly, but the place has other secrets too. More will be revealed there.
The hub just dumped a massive load of data into your optic. How forward?
Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Baby, I know when it's shut down. You wanna act like a G for the camera. You say you're Muslim, you say you're rasta. You say you don't eat pork, don't eat pussy. Liar, you're just an actor. Blood, you're not on your dean. And if
The mud, nibbling away, rotting carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Lunch Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, my real name, so good luck finding me. My real name is, in fact, Andrew. It's, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days.
I just keep thinking.
Auto drive now enabled. Get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got to report that.
Auto drive now enabled.
My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
By now, you must have reached 20 Fenchurch Street. The Walkie Talkie Club is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
You have arrived at the Walkie Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The Walkie Talkie Club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites, and the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
Fucking drones. Out.
Well, you worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging, and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to BrokerTech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Unless you can show unarguable. Your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from obviously the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So
well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do with being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. Classic. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bug. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there, Alice. When you think of all the health professionals we've stolen from overseas over the years here in Britain, it's quite possible that all these people are just coming here to try to get an appointment with their local doctor.
Yes, Andy, certainly as someone who came from the expanded arm of the empire when Britain was still reaching out rather than folding in on itself. Most of us just come here to visit our stuff in the museums.
It's the British way.
Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal. I think this is probably a good thing, because British foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, but let's give credit to all the spies that haven't been in scandals and therefore might as well not exist.
Well, they've arrested those German spies in that SIRS crackdown on the illegals in Hackney, and I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I'd been watching World War II movies where the Germans all have English accents. They speak in that very, like, precise way. It's very, you know, we have ways of making you talk. And now Germans all have that American accent where it's all like, oh, welcome to the party. We're having a really nice time. They're much friendlier, Germans. Let them stay.
Well, that's all today, Bugsters. Remember, it's not as bad as it seems. Honestly. I hope. Until next time. Bye-bye.
It's recipes I learn at home. Recipes I cook at home. Recipes that make Salt Cray a home to everyone. Salt Cray. Caribbean food. The Caribbean way. Cryptocurrency accepted.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology, apparently, is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, the Prime Minister was
You have arrived at Brokertech, lead innovators in software and AI technology, founded by its CEO, Sky Larson, when she was just 25. Talk about an overachiever.
This is where all that juicy blackmail material is being held. You know what's cooler than burying rich people's dirt for money? Giving it away for free.
I believe that's exactly what our 404 friend has in mind.
I'm onto it.
Stop hurting me! You're lucky I'm having a good day.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Moving to the hostile's location. Over.
The car, maintaining visual. Negative. No vision of the suspect. Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Powers up. Bloody fantastic. Hey, it looks like the security's been disabled.
Shit, we've got a body!
Whoever responsible.
Stick to procedure.
Turn off. Search the area. Got to be someone here.
Surrender, now! Bloody fool!
I don't see anything yet.
Drone, search the area.
It doesn't have to be like this. Give it up. It's your backup, man.
Result in forceful intervention. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Right! I'm ending this now!
comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Not funny, Bagley. This is serious. Let's get it done. Out like a light.
I have all the blackmail data, and dear God, people are disgusting. I wonder how this family values politician will appreciate his S&M sessions on public display. Oh well, let's find out. Blackmail data is hereby leaked.
Glad to hear it.
Not acting like myself?
That's a lot of crypto for what we did.
I'd say it's a thankless job, but someone just sent us a video link named thankyou.mp4, so at least it's a one-thank job.
Bring it up, then.
You have completed your first contract with 404, the dark web's first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. I am in the network. I give the contracts. That's all you need to know about me. I'm nobody. I'm an out. Also connected to your optic now, so let's see who you are. Hold on. Are you a DedSec? Oh, this is fucking mint, this. Yeah, that's more like it. Fortune's smiling on us today, DedSec. The world is fucked. We can help each other set things right. I'm at Somerset House staking out contracts. Come and find me. Let's talk. Laters.
Cool. That girl is all about us.
Who was that, Bagley?
I've run Nout's name and face through the usual databases and turned up nothing.
Auto drive now.
Out. Right, just got that.
So, we're gonna meet up with this girl? I mean, I guess she's a stranger. Is that dangerous?
Worth the risk, in my opinion. She seems like a real DedSec fan, and I'd certainly rather have her as a friend than an enemy.
If she isn't with Zero Day, she might know who is. And if she is with Zero Day, it's probably a trap. Either way, we'll have new information.
Yep, agreed. Let's do it.
Concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated, and what we haven't looked at is...
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. There's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way. From a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used in that way.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system.
Auto drive now disabled.
A bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held on us.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer. Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep it encrypted. They're watching us, but we're watching them too.
Auto drive now disabled.
Of course.
You're listening to the buzz.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headache.
The thing you're after is around here.
Once it will be procedure, you can be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed.
This shouldn't be off.
Repetech is led to the world in AI. We automated numbers like cats, we brought the family to Netflix. Our latest endeavors is entirely new. Technology united two sides of the same coin. That is the heart of people. A chance to
That was the last
leave
one.
the charges
Well
of
done.
the world behind. We're placing bleak now, but a new society awaits you. A society of peace, an innovation of love and prosperity. Your unleash full future. Once free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow.
Now, is it?
Hey, you made it.
Are you busy?
What? Oh, yeah, he thought I was trespassing. I set him straight.
Sure.
Now, about that message I sent you. I might have been a little overexcited. Oh, shut up! I've been investigating a massive contract. Too massive for the plebs who use 404. This contract is different. Dangerous.
Who is it?
I will tell you. But first I have to trust you. And you have to trust me, you know? So, I'm gonna send you another 404 contract. Let's just get to know each other a little better.
I'm all for taking down evil fucks, but can you guarantee they're actually evil fucks?
Oh, there you go. Asking the right questions. Trust me. I do my research. I know every contract inside out, and they're all part of the problem. London, the world, will be much better off with our help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to move this twat before he gets his strength back. Laters.
Not a trap. Sounds like we have a potential partnership with this mean, aggressive mystery woman. Give it a think and we'll discuss once you're out of Somerset House.
Good call.
Our latest endeavors are entirely technology united two sides of the same coin. That's the heart of it. A chance to leave the challenges of the world
Any ideas?
I like her style. Doesn't seem tacky enough to be working with Zero Day.
I don't know. I think she seems cool. Like she wants to make the world better, right? Let's help her out.
If you decide to become gig economy hacktivists, then I'll support you, because I literally have no choice.
Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled.
The drive
Is
now
the light at the end of the
enabled.
tunnel of burning effort? Give the concept of hope? Quite possibly. Is it the soul of Sky Larson
Auto drive now
into its
enabled.
own vacuum? May well be that. Is it the ego of Nigel Cass that is now so big that it's sucked all the light in the universe into itself? I think that is most likely. Is that, but we'll never give up, Bug fans. This resistance will never die. And one day, we will again be free. Free from these technological chains, free to choose our own futures, free to live our own lives, free to waste our time watching people bake cakes and dance badly again. Those were the days. Over and out. Before we go, time for a quick bug off. I'm going to nominate this week Sky Larson here at the Bug. We are all in favour of strong, powerful women. And in many ways, Sky is the ultimate feminist icon, proving that women can do just as abominably awful things to this planet as men. I mean, overall, Alice, I think we're still ahead as men, but you lot are catching up. Fair play to you. You are listening to The Bug.
In today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick
Auto
answer
drive now
and
disabled.
loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse, they didn't understand that Bagley pretty much get everything.
I'm here. Well done. Let me tell you about your contract. The Nexus Tower holds a quantum computer used by Albion. It simulates civilian response to large-scale events. Mass arrests, deportations, bombings.
It's a totalitarianism simulator. They're testing to see how far they can push people.
It's a minging piece of work. Destroy the quantum computer. That's the contract.
That would give up now. That's shit. Hang on.
What was that? Yeah! You're fucking brain dead!
Something over there. Move along, please. I don't like it. Start a lockdown. Down!
Fuck yes. Can I leave a DedSec was here tag?
Hey, need a lock done. Immediately.